Formula One has gone a bit insane of recent times. Maybe it's all this pandemic business, but with two major moves in the driver market already announced for 2021, there is very little left to decide. But there is Sebastian Vettel still floating about, and Renault do have a race seat to fill. So obviously, Fernando Alonso is the perfect choice for Renault as they try and move up the field. But is it? Do you think Alonso to Renault is a good move? Let me know down below. With that said, welcome to Frontrunner Motorsport. Remember to subscribe, and with that said, let's begin.
Welcome to Frontrunner Motorsport.
It may seem like an obvious choice. Fernando Alonso has said he wants to return to Formula 1 in 2021. Renault need a driver of a high enough calibre to replace the outgoing Daniel Ricciardo. Alonso has already had 6 years at Renault across 2 spells and has won 2 World Championships with them, as well as 17 Grand Prix, dating all the way back to 2003 at the Hungarian Grand Prix. He is a quality race driver. Many would agree one of the best in Formula 1 history, and the perfect fit for an ambitious Renault team. But the problem with Fernando Alonso, if he doesn't get his way, then he tends to throw his toys out of the pram. And let's be honest, Renault haven't shown much progress towards the front three. They've probably got further away, if anything. We all remember Alonso on the radio complaining about his GP2 engine in his Honda-powered McLaren, and as I have previously mentioned, this sort of thing, whilst very entertaining for the fans watching at home, is not good for team morale. Imagine being the guy who spent years working towards becoming a Formula 1 engineer, and then in front of your family and friends and millions of people watching worldwide, this Spanish sod who's driving your car calls out the quality of your work for everyone to hear. You'd be pretty miffed. I suppose the question is, what do Renault need right now? They have the talents of Esteban Ocon already guaranteed for 2021, but Daniel Ricciardo is a huge loss, and they need to make a huge replacement. Alonso definitely fits that role, but is there someone else? Sure, they could have got Nico Hülkenberg back, but he has always been a midfield driver, and Renault don't want to be a midfield team anymore. They want to go back to the glory days of 2005 and 2006, when Fernando Alonso took them to victory and ended Michael Schumacher and Ferrari's reign of dominance. Alonso would be the hero if he came back and ended Hamilton and Mercedes' reign of terror, but that is highly unlikely to happen. And this partnership being a success again depends on Alonso's attitude to being in the midfield and helping a team make progress. It hasn't been confirmed, but if it is, colour me excited and maybe cautiously optimistic. Good luck Renault, you're going to need it. And again, this seems to confirm Sebastian Vettel is leaving Formula 1 entirely. This is another racy option gone from the grid, although it was unlikely he was going to leave Ferrari for the chance to race at Renault. The man is not insane. But Red Bull have also said they would not be interested in rehiring Sebastian Vettel, which pretty much doesn't leave many options, unless Mercedes replace Lewis Hamilton or Valtteri Bottas with Vettel, which seems like a dumb move honestly. There is nothing keeping him here, so expect an announcement on his retirement at some point in the near future. It's insane that we are talking about Alonso returning and Vettel leaving when Fernando has a massive 18 years behind him in Formula 1. I remember when he debuted for Minardi in 2001. I had never heard of him and he didn't score any points, so I never gave him much thought. But when he returned to Renault, he was a changed man in a car that was actually good. It probably made the difference. But I watched as he won world titles, destroyed his reputation with McLaren in 2007 and Singapore in 2008. Just missing out on titles in 2010 and 2012 with Ferrari before the disaster that was McLaren Honda project. But whilst that was happening, it was Vettel winning titles and replacing Alonso at Ferrari, and now he might be gone. Formula 1 has suffered a very strange year in 2020 with the delay and cancellation of races, and now drivers swapping in all directions. This would be the biggest shock yet. Alonso has won Le Mans twice since leaving McLaren in 2018, although his attempts at IndyCar have been disappointing. Alonso is still a first-class driver, and I look forward to his return. Thank you for watching. Please leave a comment with your opinions down below. What do you think of Alonso? Also, please subscribe, leave a like, hit the bell, follow me on Twitter and Facebook. There are links in the banner on my channel. I hope everyone watching at home as well, and have a good one.